All right, good day, boys and girls. Welcome back to another lesson. Open up your writing books and we are going to begin. So as you can see, I have two guests here with me. I have Mr. Kobe of P4 Liverpool. You can wave. And I have Mr. Zavai of P4 Liverpool as well. And they are actually doing the book for this lesson, the Roadrunners. So I said, let me kill two birds with one stone. I'm just going to record the lesson I do with them. All right, so open up to a new page. So as always, you're going to be writing on the left to start. Your book is book number 103. The title is The Roadrunners. And our word work is going to be compound words. Okay, so you guys, you can just look right behind here. Don't try to squint on the laptop. So I don't know what day it is for you, but whatever date it is, you can just put a date on the right-hand side like always. You can do it abbreviated. Miss Brown doesn't mind as long as I know when I look through your books what date I'm looking at. So at this point, I'm going to press pause to give you a chance to write that down. Okay, so everybody should have book 103 written down, the title, The Roadrunners and Compound Words. So this is our word work today. So compound words. Well, what are compound words, Miss Brown? And I know for a fact that some of you don't know because I was asking a group in P4 Campbell yesterday and you weren't quite sure. And that's okay. Sometimes our teachers might teach us things and we might miss a skill or miss a step. And that's why review is always good. So do you guys know what compound words are? Okay, so Kobe, what are compound words?
Compound words are words that sound the same but make the same.
She said words that sound the same. That's not compound words. Zavai, do you know what compound words are?
Compound words are words that sound the same but they look the same.
So to Kobe and Zavai are going to be learning some new things today. Well done. Awesome. All right, so boys and girls, a compound word is when you have two separate words that can stand by themselves. And when you put them together, it makes a new word. So she says, oh, Miss Liverpool.
Yesterday.
Okay, so you guys are learning lots of different things in school. That's okay. Sometimes you forget things.
Oh.
Okay, so a compound word is when you have one word that can stand by itself, another word that can stand by itself. When you put them together, so for example, we might have sun, but we also might have a flower. So if we put sun and flower together, we get
sunflower.
Very good. Or you might sleep in a bed, but you might also have to tell the time. So if we put them together, you get bedtime. So I'm going to show you some words, and I want you to write these words in your book, okay? And as always, if you don't have enough time, just put me on pause, and then you can have time to write your words down. First word, what's this word, guys?
Day.
Day. Next word,
Birth.
birth.
Oh, do you have to put them together?
Just writing words down. So you don't have to put them together, you can just write them in a line going across. I'm going to write them on the board in a second. Next word.
Water.
Water. Next word.
Under.
Under. I'll get it after. Next word.
Time.
Time. Oops, three more. Next word.
Soon.
Zoom. This word is some. Two more.
White. Where.
Where. And the last word.
Any.
Any. Okay. Okay, so Jacoby and Zavai are ready to move on, and I hope that you boys and girls at home are ready to move on as well. So here are all the words on their own. These are called base words because they can stand on their own. But I want you to have a look at these words, and I want you to try to put two together, 1, 2, to make a compound word. Okay? So Jacoby, do you see one that you would put together to make a compound word? What would you put together?
Day and birth. Birthday.
Okay, so she would take birth and day and she would make the word birth day. Is that a word? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a word. Zavai, you give me one. Go ahead. Any. Okay. Zavai has any time. Very good. So, any time now, Zavai. Give me an answer. That's what I should have said. All right. So, boys and girls, I'm going to press pause again. I want you to have a look and try to make as many compound words as you can. Okay, so I hope you were able to get lots of examples of compound words written down. I'll be able to see what examples you put when I get your books back. Okay, so our book today is The Roadrunners. Guys, do you think this book is fiction or nonfiction?
What's fiction? That's nonfiction.
So Zavai said it's nonfiction. So nonfiction means real. So you're correct. Why do you think it's nonfiction?
Because it looks like real.
Okay, so this is tricky because a lot of times in books, you can put your hand down, when they give us animated pictures, kind of like cartoons, it's normally fiction, it's normally a fake story. But this one is actually real information that they're going to be giving us, real facts that they're going to be telling us about the Roadrunners. So I'm looking at this word Roadrunners, and I noticed something very special about this word Roadrunners. Do either of you know?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is special about this word Roadrunners, Jacoby?
It has compound words.
If you look at the word Roadrunners, it has a compound word. What is the compound word?
Road and runners.
Road and runners. Okay? All right, so open up to pages 2 and 3. Remember, whenever you're reading a nonfiction text, you're always going to read the headings because they tell you what's in each section. So this first heading is called Building a Nest. Okay, flip over. So this is going to talk all about her building a nest. The next heading is Eggs in the Nest. So it's going to be talking about the job of actually raising these birds, the baby birds. The next section is Guarding the Nest. I wonder what they have to guard it from. What do you think they have to guard it from?
From the eggs hatching.
They have to guard it from the eggs hatching? Guard it from what?
They have to guard it from the animals trying to eat the baby.
What's that big word that begins with a P that might describe animals that try to eat babies?
Protect. Protect.
Not sure, guys? Have you ever heard the word predator?
No. Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard the word predator? No. Okay, so now this is important. This is building your vocabulary. A predator is an animal that preys, that seeks out other animals to eat. So they're going to have to try to keep their babies safe from predators. Okay, so it talks about the baby roadrunners. And at the end, roadrunner facts and then a glossary. Okay? All right, so turn to page 2 and 3. So as always, I'm going to read a bit of the book for you, and then you're going to read the rest on your own. Okay? So have a look at page number 2. And this heading is Building a Nest. Okay, so follow along. If you want to read along softly, you can. It is a spring day in the desert. A bird is collecting sticks behind an old house on Cactus Road. She uses the sticks to make a nest. The bird is Mother Roadrunner. Her name tells you that she likes to run. She doesn't fly well, so she doesn't make her nest high in a tree. She tucks the nest in some cactus plants. So if you look at that picture, you'll see that she made her nest in a cactus plant. I wonder why she's making her nest in a cactus plant. Okay, Zavai, why do you think she's making a nest in a cactus plant?
So
what?
So the animals that are dangerous can bite them more.
Very good. So a cactus plant is very what? Describe it. Go ahead.
Spiky.
Spiky or prickly. So if a dangerous animal, if a coyote or a wolf tried to go and get the nest, get the babies, what might happen if they go and try to reach inside the cactus plant?
They'll get point.
They'll get stuck by the prickles, okay? So she's trying to prevent her babies being eaten by predators. Okay, turn the page. All right, next section, eggs in the nest. Mother Roadrunner lays 4 eggs in the nest over the next 4 days. Then she settles down to sleep. She is tired after all her hard work. Later, the sound of rain wakes Mother Roadrunner. She leaves her nest and runs into the desert to sip rainwater. Mother Roadrunner always runs wherever she goes. Father Roadrunner stays in the nest while she is gone. He protects the eggs until Mother Roadrunner comes back. So she doesn't have to do all the work, boys and girls. Sometimes when you read about animals, the mother normally does all the work, but in this book with Roadrunners, the mother and the father are doing what?
The father is helping to protect the baby.
Very good. So the father is taking on a role of helping to protect and take care of these babies. So you're going to find that a lot in the book. There's not just one person doing all the work, or not just one creature. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about all the things that Mother Roadrunner does for her babies, and then think about some of the things that Father Roadrunner does for his babies. And I want you to do a writing activity. So I'm going to press you on pause. Okay. All right. So I hope by this time you have finished reading Roadrunner. If not, you can pause me and continue reading it. But once you're finished reading, I want you to answer a writing activity. Okay? All right. So hopefully you can see it. I'll bring it a little bit closer in a second. So I told you to think about the fact that Mother Roadrunner and Father Roadrunner both help take care of their babies. So this is your writing activity. Roadrunner parents share the responsibility of caring for their babies. Give examples of the jobs that Mother and Father Roadrunner do. Okay, so there are lots of jobs that each of them do. In your writing books, I want you to write the writing activity and the part about giving examples. I want you to look through the book and to give me some examples of some jobs that Mother Roadrunner and Father Roadrunner do. Okay? All right, boys and girls, so that is our lesson for today. I hope that you made it out okay, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.